What's up, family? It's your boy Jay Giddens, the father. As usual, you know what time it is. Remember to be positive, optimistic, keep positive people in your circle. Hey, can I give some advice to my goddesses and my queens and my females out there as to what you should do when you meet a guy that you're interested in terms of questions to ask him, right? Because I'm so tired of y'all meeting these guys, getting pregnant by the nigga, be with him for 5-10 years, have a baby with him, and then be like, he ain't shit, I can't believe him, you know what I'm saying? There's always signs, and there's always ways to tell in the beginning. And this goes both ways. My dumb ass should have known this when I met the motherfucker. Anyway, one question you want to ask him is, what kind of father does he think he will make? That's if he's not a father. If he is a father, you need to hone in on questions about him and his child. But if he's not, ask him what kind of father does he think he'll make. Ask him why. Hold on. Watch the next one. Yeah, my apologies, family. So like I said, questions to ask men when you first meet them, to my women, right? Ask him what kind of father does he think he will make. Ask him what does he think should happen if he was to walk out on his kids. Ask him what does he think of deadbeat dads. You know what I mean? Ask him, how do you think we could fix the problem of deadbeat dads in the black community? You know what I mean? If that's something that, you know, if you're black and the black community is in you know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, Becky, for you to ask Blake what's going on in the black community, you know what I'm saying? Y'all use a little bit of common sense now. But, yeah, and also, ask them questions about what things they do wrong, right? And this goes for both genders, really. This is how you tell if somebody's a narcissist. Ask them what things they feel they did wrong in their last relationship and pay attention to how they respond. That last one got cut off a little bit. So, like I said, if you're meeting somebody new you're interested in and you want to try to confirm whether or not they're a narcissist or they're good for you emotionally, ask them what things could they have done better in their last relationship, right? You want to treat this shit like a job interview, bro. When you go to a job interview, what happens? What they ask you? They want to know how you did at your last job, right? They got something called the STAR format, right? I worked in corporate world and call centers for like 10-15 years, you know what I'm saying? They have something called the STAR format, right? What is the STAR format? Who knows what the STAR format is? That is what? Situation, task, answer, response, okay? Let me say it again. Situation, task, answer, response. This means you must present a situation, tell what your task was, and give the answer in response to what the situation was and how you dealt with it. They want to know this because they want to know how you think. Y'all should want to know this about somebody you plan on making a baby with.